Coming up,
They just give you the price of the paper over there.
Yeah.
a surprisingly honest passenger is given a lesson in law.
You can't receive any payment. Do you know?
In Gatwick, it's not just passengers that might be smuggling drugs. In the freight area, UK border officer Lorna and sniffer dog Diesel are searching packages from Jamaica.
We're just over in the freight sheds and we're going to search some of the DHL courier mail.
Any of the thousands of packages a day passing through Gatwick could contain cocaine, so using the skills of the sniffer dogs is vital.
We come over here most days and there are quite a lot of detections found over here, so it's a good area for the dog to work. Diesel, look, what's this?
Lorna watches Diesel closely, waiting for any sign that he's detected drugs.
Trig, do you mind having a look in that for me, please?
Which one?
This one.
The sensitive nose of a drug dog can sometimes be alerted by a few tiny particles of cocaine innocently picked up by contamination. But today, Diesel seems unusually excited.
Hold on a minute. Sit.
The package has come from Venezuela, a known source of cocaine, which makes contamination seem the most likely cause of the dog indication.
It looks like we could have some personal effects. So it looks like a pair of trainers there, a couple of baseballs and a couple of items of clothing that actually look okay. They don't look to be anything suspicious about the clothing. I'll just obviously do a quick check of the shoes.
Disappointingly, the contents look innocent and have already been examined in Venezuela.
The Venezuelans, you can see, they tried to see if there's anything in them. It doesn't look like there has been. Have a look at a couple of baseballs.
Just as it looks like a false alarm, Duncan notices the stitching's been tampered with.
The actual stitching doesn't look too good on them. It looks pretty ordinary. It claims to be an official baseball, but if I try and undo the stitching a bit... Oh, you can see there on the end of the knife, actually, it looks like a white powder. That could possibly be cocaine in its powder form. Steve, have you got a test kit?
It's starting to look like Diesel's nose was right.
Okay. And then just try and dab a little bit of this solution on top. And you can see there, we've had a blue reaction on the actual filter paper. And that indicates presence of cocaine from the white powder.
Brilliant.
It looks like the dog's done pretty well.
Yay, well done, Diesel.
Lorna's delighted, and Diesel gets a well-earned reward.
Good boy. Yay, good lad, good it.
Yeah, very good work by the dogs. Nice indication that he's obviously they like playing with balls, so you're never quite sure whether he's actually indicating or not, just wants to play with the ball. But on this occasion, he's done very, very well.
Thanks to Diesel, another illegal shipment of cocaine will now be destroyed. Meanwhile, across in the South Terminal, a flight is just touching down from Kiev. This time it's prohibited meat products in suitcases that the UK border sniffer dogs are looking for.
The Kiev flight is normally pretty good, a lot of sort of sausages and cheese and things like that, and they just don't seem to understand that they're not allowed to bring it in. So sometimes it goes around the sort of local community quite quick, and sort of if you've hit a flight quite a bit, you'll see it sort of ease off a bit, but they still seem to be bringing it in. So
the EU has strict animal health rules, and it's the border officer's job to keep out any unregulated products.
Do you have food in here?
Apple.
Yeah.
Wine.
Anything else?
Fruit and wine are within EU regulations, but it's illicit meat that's off the menu.
Sausage.
Yeah. Good boy. Thank you.
OK, madam, if you just come with me. Where have you travelled from today?
From
Kiev, OK. Are you travelling on your own?
With a number of health scares in recent years, EU rules have been tightened, which catches out a lot of passengers.
OK. You're not allowed to bring any meat products or any dairy products. Yeah, it's all right. You're not in any trouble, but you're not allowed to bring them in, so we have to take them from you. OK. Let's have a look in the bag.
Very good sausage.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that. Lots of people lose their sausages. She seems quite pleasant. She's not upset. She said it's good sausage. It's a shame she's lost it, but she's not upset. She hasn't moaned at me yet, so she'll just remember for next time. She's lost her money, and she'll have to buy some English sausage now.
It's a small seizure, but importing products of an animal origin is a serious problem.
So that's 430 grams there. If you do bring meat in again, then you can get into trouble. Unlimited fine or imprisonment even. But I doubt that will happen with a bit of sausage. OK, thank you. We'll just put this one to one side and we'll go and get the next passenger.
And Jasper has now sniffed out a queue of passengers to be searched. In Manchester, an early morning flight from Paphos has just touched down. It's within the EU, so passengers are entitled to bring back as much tobacco as they like, as long as they aren't receiving any money.
So you got some cigarettes there?
Yeah.
Who are they for?
Well, for me,
Yeah.
and my brother-in-laws and smoke the tobacco.
All right. Are they just giving you the price that you paid for over there?
Az is surprised by the woman's honesty.
She's already explained to me that she's going to get the cost price for some of the goods, which, as an EU traveller, is not permitted because those who aren't travelling aren't entitled to that privilege.
Az gives her another chance to explain.
Can you identify what you're actually giving away to your friend, family?
Well, yeah, obvious.
Is it just the gold leaf yours? Are you giving any of the tobacco away to anybody?
No, I'm going to start over my own.
Have you ever rolled your own?
No.
So
You can buy machines.
you can?
I will give presents away as them, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Are you saying to me that once you finish your cigarettes, you're going to start rolling?
No, I'll give
All right.
them as presents. Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
them off.
No, I'm not going to take them on. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying to me.
The woman now says she'll give away the tobacco as presents, which is fine, but she's still making things difficult.
Is this all your luggage?
Yeah,
Did you pack everything yourself?
yeah,
Do you understand what you can and can't bring into the country? Like,
yeah.
you can't bring any controlled drugs like indecent, obscene
Now,
material,
well, I'll tell you, I
firearms.
have... Hurry up, just open
Yeah?
them
Do you
all
understand you
up.
can't bring them into the country?
Now, I've got 10 guns in there, 14
Okay,
sure
now-
not stop that shotgun.
I hope you haven't.
You can take them, I'm
Okay.
not really...
Right, well, I don't want to take them off you, okay?
Az tries again to help the woman keep her tobacco.
But what I need you to understand is that when you bring goods in for somebody else, I asked you a question. The question was, are you just getting the cost price for the goods?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, right, which is nice, and it's nice to be
Yes, please.
straightforward about it.
I do,
However,
and now,
are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they're not travelling with you, you can't receive any payment for the goods.
right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
If
I'm
money
not-
is exchanged for these goods, that's not permitted.
I'm not selling them.
I know, but you're getting the cost price for the goods, aren't you?
No,
That's what you just said.
I didn't. I said they were presents.
Right. I asked you a question, and I know what you said. You need to remember you can only bring in tobacco for yourselves.
Yourself.
Giving them away as gifts is not a problem. However, if you're getting cost price that you paid over there, that's not permitted.
Well, if I would have brought a lot more than that. wouldn't
Well,
I?
I don't know that. Just remember you
Sorry,
can't
Liz.
receive any. You can't receive
I
any
know.
payment.
I don't want
Do you know?
No one's got any money to pay me.
Finally, the message appears to have sunk in.
Quickest way out, straight down there, to the right, and then left. I asked her if she was receiving any payment for the goods. And she says, yes, she'll be receiving the cost price. She was a bit nervous, perhaps, coming back after such a long flight. Gave her the benefit of the doubt, because after a while she did change her story. She seemed happy by my decision. Hopefully she'll remember not to bring in goods for other people who aren't travelling with her.
Back in Gatwick, the animal products team are also dealing with passengers who claim not to understand customs regulations.
Из еды что есть? Из еды сыр есть.
Cheers.
Many travellers can't resist the temptation of foreign meat products, but if it's non-EU, it's not coming in.
What food have you got in your bags? Fish and breadfruit. Okay, anything else? Any patties? What flavour are they? Beef, okay. Okay, you just have to go with the officer, okay? Put some beef patties on the back of the
OK,
trolley,
madam,
yeah.
just come with me. And the dog's indicated saying you've got some meat products? You've got some beef patties, OK. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to bring any meat products into the UK. No, unfortunately not. It's the same as from all countries outside of the EU. You're not allowed to bring any meat products.
It seems she made the same mistake before.
Do you know what? Is this new, the patty one?
No. Oh, they should. Oh, well, maybe they haven't looked for the patties before, but if you've got the vegetarian ones...
Oh my God, vegetarian is all right.
Yeah, because obviously there's no meat in a vegetarian patty, but anything containing meat's not allowed to be brought in.
Pete does his best to clarify the rules.
But you'll have to bring one fish. Does it say one fish?
No, you're allowed to bring in as many fish as you like now.
One fish, whatever weighs the highest.
Yes, so if your fish weighs more than 20 kilograms, you're not allowed to bring it in. That would be a big fish, so you'd have to have a real long suitcase to fit that in.
The woman is philosophical about her lost burgers.
You can't get them type of patties here. It's only English patties. They're not really tasty. Never mind. Next time I know.
Okay.
No more patties. You can't have patty. Look.
This is what it says, beef patty, none.
That's what I signed for. Sorry.
Okay.
The woman leaves, marking the end of a busy shift for the meat team.
Well, people were smuggling in cheese and patties, which they shouldn't have been, but we've taken them from them. It's a good job we got the dog, because you can't always find them products without the dog sniffing for them, so it's good.
It's a large haul and will be added to the 200,000 kilos of animal products sniffed out by the border officers each year. Further examination of the Venezuelan baseballs found cocaine hidden inside them all, with a street value of £10,000.